I've decided to kind of warn people about this. I know it sounds like common sense, but me and my family had been using this Anko Kmart kettle for a little while now, and it wasn't until recently when the lid came off from here, from this point, that I had realized that we have been using this kettle, using filtered water, boiling this kettle all the time, and this is the lid on the inside of the kettle. This is so deteriorated that you can see the little lip in the back of this right here, and if I run my finger along it, I don't know if the plastic will still come off, but no, not as much as before, but yeah, it's still pretty. If I get it on my nail, yeah, okay, it's not much, but this is on the inside. That is from the inside of the lid of the kettle, and we thought we were doing the right thing by getting like a mostly stainless steel and glass kettle, and this still works fine, but it kind of made me stop and think like how much plastic is going into the water every single time I use this kettle. And I even noticed this morning this is also starting to deteriorate a little bit, and so yeah, that just went in there. So that was literally the part that's inside the kettle when the water's being boiled, not on the outside like the handle, the inside. And it's kind of got me to stop and think, how many people, like, who else, like, keeps constantly using their kettle and not checking this? Like, you could literally be getting all these little grains of plastic in your water for your coffee, your tea, hot chocolate. Yeah, not a good thing to be ingesting at all. So if you haven't checked your kettle recently, please, I would recommend right now, go and check it, go and have a look at it. And yeah, even when we shopped for a new one, and it's got a bit of water in it at the moment, don't mind me. Even when we shopped for a new one like this, you'd think that, oh yeah, this is a pretty good option too, and yeah, it is. But the thing that pretty much almost every single kettle had in the store was a plastic filter. Oh, sorry, that's still a little bit steamy from when I had a drink this morning. Let me just wipe it off. So that has still got I did not think that through. Okay, so anyway, point is, that has still got a plastic filter right there, and every single kettle we looked at basically still has a plastic lid. And we are boiling water in this every day. And even that little tube right there, plastic. Now, when you try and do the right thing and get a glass or a stainless steel kettle, you should be able to buy something that doesn't have plastic on the inside. You should be able to buy that. And even the other kettles that we looked at that were mostly stainless steel, even the ones without a plastic lid, they still had this bit in black plastic, or, well, they were black. This one's grey, but still. And then the little filter here in grey or black plastic. And I don't mind, like, say, a little pull-off handle being plastic, or like a handle here being plastic. And even some of the other ones had a little plastic window on the side. So then even when this was stainless steel, it had just a window. Whereas this one's got a window, and it's got like two little, I don't don't know if I can show you, but it's got two little holes on the inside so the water can just go in to that when you're filling it and not, you know, and not be intact with the boiling water. But it defeats the purpose because that is still plastic. That is still plastic. This is still plastic. And that filter, even though it's got the little metal meshy thing right there, plastic. So really, is it up to us to regularly replace our kettles, or should these companies just bluntly stop using plastic in a kitchen appliance that deals with hot boiling water every single day? Like, can you imagine if, like, say you hadn't replaced your kettle at work, or, I don't know, in a hotel accommodation or wherever? Like, this is genuinely ridiculous. You can't buy a kettle anymore that does not have plastic on the inside. So really, how much microplastic or how much plastic are you ingesting every single time you make yourself a tea or a coffee? It's ridiculous. I felt sick when I saw this, and when I was able to, like, you know, scrape. Yeah, you saw that flick off. Hold on, let me just do it again. Let me get that on my finger. Okay, again, it's not much, but look at that. Look at that. Tiny bits of plastic. Now, even if you filter it out through this, how much of it is getting into your water? It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And you can see this is not even a straight line. This is on a wibbly wobbly angle. Like if I hold it up like this, that is on an angle. That, you can see where the plastic's been deteriorating away, and that's not even a solid lid anymore. It used to be the same color as that little clip that goes in the front here. It used to be the same color as this. Now it's literally just a bluey, grey, slightly rusty, and deteriorating mess. Like, you can still see the coating here, but look at how much is gone from that. Even at the little handle mechanism itself, look at that. The metal's still intact, but look at that. Look at how eaten away and deteriorated this lid is. Like an, oh, hold on, I'm trying to not shake my hand here, but here we go, I'll get it a bit more steady. But look at this. What? And yeah, you can see the metal underneath the plastic that would have been covered up. Look at that. What are we ingesting? Seriously. It's ridiculous. And yeah, it's even cracking here. So I'm happy now that the lid came off this recently, because I would have never known that this is how much plastic was in my morning cup of tea. And again, look at this. And yes, it's really humid today, so don't mind the sweaty hands. But yeah, look at that. Look at that plastic dust. Look at that. That's just not on. You should just be able to buy a kettle that's safe to use without plastic. Anyway, I hope this has encouraged you to check your own kettle and either replace it or just, yeah, I really hope these companies have a big wake-up call and just stop using plastic on the interior, on the, like, literally on the inside of our kettles. This is ridiculous. This should, considering what we know now about plastics, this should not be a thing. Should not be a thing. But it is. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this brings a little bit of awareness, or at least yeah, a bit of a wake-up call that we need to stop using this stuff.